Happy New Year, folks. Welcome back to Liberty DIY. We're picking back up on the table I started on the previous video. In the last video, I glued the wood around the bottom of the table to correct the warpiness of it all. And now I'm trimming off 3/8 of an inch around all four sides to basically remove some dinged up wood on the original edge. If you haven't subscribed yet, sure would appreciate it if you could. Got a lot more videos like this coming up and some other different ones with other mechanical types of machinery. There goes the third edge right there. And we're going to knock off the fourth edge really quickly here. And we're going to follow it up and do a 1/2 inch round over bit on my router. Kind of smooth things over and kind of fix the damage from previously before. So this table is, if I hadn't mentioned before, it was made originally out of reclaimed wood. So there's some originality to it, and it's got a few nail holes in it, and it's got a lot of character. We'll go ahead and finish up the routing here. Now I'm starting off with 80 grit, and I'm going to be regretting this here shortly. Mostly because I was too lazy to go dig through the moving boxes for the move down to Texas to go dig out my 40 and 60 grit. But here shortly, I'm being stubborn. I'm going to finish with 80 grit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do 40 grit over the whole entire thing to get the rest of that varnish off. I'll save you the pain. I'll only show you a few seconds of that. That's probably about enough. Now I'm burning the top to give it a little bit of character. I kind of like the burn look, and it kind of raises the grain a little bit, which kind of fits the finish I'm going to be putting on this table. I need a little bit of raised grain. That's enough burning. Doing a bunch of math right now, a bunch of measuring, laying out some tape here to get that patriotic design on there, which you can probably tell is going to be the American flag. I bought a bunch of stickers from Amazon, star-shaped stickers. I'm going to lay 50 of them in here. This took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it worked out pretty good in the end. I'm using the tabletop, the wood of the table, as the white of the flag, and I'm just going to be putting blue and red paint on it and then sanding it down to give it more of a subdued finish. Got some blue paint here, some Rust-Oleum. Gotta test it real quick and then put it on there in about 3 seconds. Now the tedious task of taking off all of those stickers. There's the first one. Go ahead and knock out all the other 49 real quickly. And the last one right there. Gotta take the plastic and tape off and re-tape and re-plastic everything really quickly so I don't get any red overspray on the legs. And this is at the point where I kind of realized that I really needed to do something about the legs and the frame of the table. It wasn't quite matching up. I was kind of trying to avoid that at the beginning, but it wasn't quite jiving with the finish I was putting on the top. Here's the first coat of red paint. I did put a second coat of blue paint on there as well. And here's a second coat of red really quickly. It's a really hot day. It was dry really quick. And here I am recovering from my decision to fix the frame, sanding everything off, all the varnish and polyurethane that was on there before. Also sanding the legs at the top, at the bottom of the legs where it was kind of chipped out a bunch. And that's that, and here we are, taking off like a herd of turtles with the painting. I'm using a satin black water-based paint. Kind of give it a subdued finish, that way it doesn't stand out from the top. It kind of makes the top look a little better. Here in a second we're going to take off like a Speedy Gonzales and knock out the paint real quick. This actually went on pretty good. It's a paint and primer combination. I only had to come back and do a few touch-ups on a couple spots that didn't quite cover up completely. Putting some rubber pads on the bottom of these legs here. This will help when you slide the table around from the bottoms of the legs from chipping out like they were before, which I had to correct when I sanded them around the bottoms of them. Just some simple rubber feet I picked up at Home Depot. I put one on each leg. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and sand off the vast majority of the red and blue paint. Mostly taking it off in such a way to where everything down on the bottom part of the grain is left and everything on the top part of the grain I take off. That's why I burned it a little bit. And I guess I need another 400 grit sanding pad here. This took a little while, but I got the effect I was looking for. Apparently I need another sanding pad. I think I switched to a 600 grit at this point. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I did take off enough paint to enhance the upper grains of the wood. Now I'm wiping it down with some alcohol. Compliments of heat in a yellow bottle. Looking pretty good, getting ready for some water-based polyurethane. Now I did end up putting 7 coats of this water-based polyurethane on there. I sanded with 400 grit in between each coat, and it came out looking pretty good. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I sure would appreciate it if you could. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, hit the like button, and if you're able to share this on your social media platforms, whatever it may be, it doesn't cost you a dime, and it will definitely help me out a little bit, and I would surely appreciate it. And I'll end up seeing you on the next video.